How to Make an Album, aka How to Record a Band, Part 2. This is the editing overview. Should be a quick video. I'm going to talk about how I decided to adjust some timing and some other real basic things to keep this short, and then future videos will be in depth about how that process worked. The very first thing I would like to point out is Logic Pro X has a feature called Project Alternatives. Project Alternatives is an amazing feature because you can see I make a million alternatives as I go, so I can very easily go back to a previous version if I need to. It's good for using these videos, but it's also good. See, I have snare edit, edits 1, mix 1, snare 2, and then we did some vocal tracking, bass buzz. I went to edit some buzz before I kept going. So whenever I'm going to make major edits, do a new version of a mix or change something significant in the mix, like I know I changed the kick sound pretty significantly in this version. I make a new alternative because it's so easy to revert. So that's my first big tip using Logic Pro X when you're going to make edits. That includes mixing as well, but especially for editing. So this song had some spots that had some, very deliberate and separated hits in it. So what I wanted to do was make sure that those were as together as possible. I'm going to play that part without the editing, and then I'll play it with the editing to see what it sounds like. And here it is with the editing applied. So you can see it's just a little bit tighter. I mean, it's a good performance. This wasn't a huge deal, but any little things to tighten that up, certainly the stuff that we're looking for. So because the guitar was recorded twice, there's the initial live take as well as the second take. There is a lot of edits to the guitar to make it line up with itself, where we used both. I also went in and cut out, let me turn this off. So I cut out places of the original guitar we don't want to use. I listened to the whole guitar track a few times together with both, found out which parts we wanted from each, edited them to fit together, and there's a lot more of that in mixing, but that was another one of the big parts of editing. I can actually do an example of that one. So you'll even see just, these quarter notes, because they are from two different takes. Definitely had to be edited. Tightened up a bit. So that's the kind of stuff we'll go into how I did in more detail in a future video. Wanted to give a preview of what is to come. Stick around and leave any comments if there's anything specifically that you'd like me to cover in any of these upcoming videos.